Hi, welcome back to Three Suitcases. By now, you've all heard about the 4 Americans that were kidnapped crossing the border into a very dangerous part of Mexico. They were coming down for cosmetic surgery, and sounds like they might have been mistaken for some Haitian drug dealers. But anyways, that is not a safe place. It's one of the 6 states in Mexico that the U.S. government says do not travel to no matter what. They're coming down for the cosmetic surgery, and so that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. And I'm doing it by myself because Renee's feeling a little under the weather. But we're talking about medical tourism, dental tourism. What is that? Why do people come here? Medical tourism is a $23 billion a year business in Mexico. They are the second biggest country in the world for medical tourism, behind Thailand, and India's third. People come here from all over the world, but a lot of them come here from the United States as well. In fact, Americans make up 41% of all the medical tourism coming to Mexico, and 55% of all the dental tourism coming to Mexico. That's a pretty huge number. In 2007, 750,000 Americans came to Mexico for medical tourism. By 2017, 1.4 million Americans were coming down. And now after the pandemic, that number is skyrocketing even more. The 4 people that were kidnapped came down on their own. A lot of people choose to use companies. There's a lot of companies that will take care of everything. If you want to come down and get facelift, tummy tuck, some dental work done, a lot of companies that will schedule this, take care of everything for you, your appointments, places you stay. And a lot of people do it on their own, as the 4 Americans did. And to be honest, we had some work done. I had some work done in Los Algodones, some dental work, and we did that on our own as well. Why would people do this, you ask? Well, you can save 40 to 65% on medical costs. You can save 60 to 80% on your dental costs. It's pretty amazing. There's a town, Los Algodones, that we went to for dental work. It's called Molar City, and 3,000 Americans a day cross the border into there. They get their dental work done. They get new eyeglasses. They get all kinds of things done. They'll have nice Mexican lunch down there, get some glasses, get some dental work, pick up maybe a bottle of tequila, pick up a couple trinkets, then head back across the border to spend a nice day trip out of it. You can also save hundreds on a pair of glasses. Drugs, prescription drugs, not the other drugs. You can save 40%, 50% on the big name drugs, and you can save 80% on the generic drugs. A lot of people snowbird down in Yuma, that area. They'll cross down into Los Algodones and get all their stuff they need. You can bring back legally 90-day supply once every 30 days. So when they're snowbirding down there, they can pick up a whole year's supply. If you don't have insurance, that's a great deal. Here's a couple examples. Facelift can cost you $14,000 in the U.S., $5,000 in Mexico. You want a $15,000 tummy tuck in the U.S. or a $4,000 tummy tuck in Mexico? A root canal in the U.S. costs about $1,500. In Mexico, it costs $250. I have a personal friend of mine. His dad was snowbirding in Yuma, and he had a root canal that he needed done. He went to the dental office. It was $1,500. The dentist who was there works there 3 days a week. The other 2 days a week, he has a shop just across the border in Los Algodones. So he could get it done in the States for $1,500, or go across the border, have his root canal done for $150 by the same dentist. A lot of these guys are trained in Mexico, and a lot of them are trained in the U.S. So you just really never know, but they're all certified. They're all part of the AMA. I mean, there's a lot of great things to some of these things, but you'd have to watch yourself and know where you're going and what you want to do. Yeah, and a personal story on Los Algodones, I had some serious dental work that needed to be done. Very serious dental work. And the price for me, without great dental insurance, just the basic stuff doesn't cover it because it was considered cosmetic. $85,000 in the U.S. We went down to Los Algodones, $21,000, and do I like it? I love it. No problem. Several years later, we've been back. We've been there 3 times to have stuff done. And the place we went to, I won't say the names because I don't want to do it, but you want to check. My wife was not at all comfortable about it. It took me 2 years, a lot of videos, a lot of research, and finally she was all on board. So she came down with me, and we actually made a road trip out of it. Spent a week down there, and within a couple hours of us being there, when I was in getting my first exam that was going to take a while, she went around the corner, got 2 pairs of glasses made, less than $200 a piece, and that's with the transition lenses and the bifocals and all that good stuff. She had a meal and had some glasses made all in the time they were doing some x-rays and checking my mouth, getting ready for my surgery. And like I said, Los Algodones is called Molar City, and 3,000 Americans a day come there. It's a tiny little town, has 200 dentists there. We didn't go to the cheapest one. We went to one that had a lot of good recommendations, a lot of good reviews. Like I said, we did a lot of research, and the experience was pleasant. The second time we went down, we flew into Yuma. They had a shuttle pick us up from the airport, take us right to our hotel, drive us from the hotel to our appointments every time. And you know, when we weren't doing that, a lot of times we were just walking around the town. Pretty amazing little place. We met some great people when we were there. We met a couple from San Francisco. They drove down on a day trip. He had a root canal needed to be done, so they decided to take a road trip down to Los Algodones, get it done for $150. They put him up in a hotel room for a night. Him and his wife had a little weekend vacation out of it, so they loved it. Met a guy from Connecticut, our little hacienda we stayed at. He comes down every year. His dentist back in Connecticut botched a situation he had, so they came down. He loved it. Now he comes down every year, makes a little mini vacation out of it, gets all his work done, and just really nice people. We met another couple from the Bay Area. The daughter was part of the team that was working on the cloud back in the day, but the mom was an artist, and next thing you know, her and Renee are out painting in the middle of this hacienda courtyard. So we actually had a really good time and enjoyed ourselves. Now, is medical and dental tourism for everyone? Probably not. You know, if you're scared, you know, don't do it. Would I cross the border into a dangerous part of Mexico? No. Cancun, you can take a quick flight right to Cancun, and they do a lot of places right in Cancun. Medical and dental and all that stuff is so much cheaper down here that you don't have to go to a little border town. You can fly right into Cabo or Mexico City or Cancun, get great work done by very highly trained professionals. Again, not trying to talk anybody into it, just saying that that's the reason people do it, is it's a lot of cost. And if some of these things aren't covered by insurance, people get a little dangerous, a little desperate. You know, they'll take a chance to make things happen. I was gonna have mine happen no matter what, but really glad I did. And in the long run, I mean, the facilities were top notch, first class all the way around. They treated us well, spoke English, put us up in a hotel, like I said, very comfortable place. We truly enjoyed ourselves. Now, we're not telling anybody they should or should not come to Mexico for medical or dental or vision or prescription drugs. That's all on you. That's a personal choice. We had a great experience. Most everybody who comes down does have a great experience. There are some exceptions. Some people have had bad instances. And there are some concerns about flying or whatever afterwards and stuff. So you might want to just hang around, spend a little extra time enjoying Mexico. But check it out. That's really what medical tourism is about. Save a lot of money. Not for everyone. I wouldn't cross the border into where they did. Like I said, just be smart, be safe, do your research, and see what you think about it. For 3 suitcases, little update on medical tourism, dental tourism in our new homeland of Mexico. If you like this video, please consider subscribing or liking. Send us a comment. We can answer any questions you have, but we'd love that subscribe button. Smash that. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't get any emails or anything like that. Just let us know that you enjoy what we're doing. And if you have any questions, comments, like I said, leave it in the comments. Thank you. Another way you can support us is on Buy Me a Coffee. Today we'd like to thank Dustin Rhodes for his support on Buy Me a Coffee. We couldn't do it without you, so Dustin, we really appreciate it. And hopefully Renee's feeling better soon and she can be back here with the next week's video. Thanks for watching.